Hello and welcome to the first ever episode of BiMo News. Thank you. My name is Diego Rodriguez, and now let's see what happened this week on Big Movie News. Starting with Zac Efron's latest film, We Are Your Friends. And this is called Big Movie News, and this movie was big. It was huge. A huge bomb. The movie only made, on its first weekend, $1.8 million. In fact, it had the worst opening of all time from a Hollywood studio movie that opened in 2,000 theaters or more. Even Jurassic World, that's been out already 3 months, made more money last weekend than We Are Your Friends. Straight Outta Compton dominated the box office again in its third week of release with $13.2 million. Meanwhile, the Christian movie War Room was in second place with $11 million. So, sorry guys, I guess the audience does not want to be friends with you. Up next, and possibly the saddest movie-related news this last week, Wes Craven has passed away. He was the director of incredibly iconic horror films like A Nightmare on Elm Street and Scream. But like all great artists, he leaves us with bits of himself in all his works. Rest in peace, and thank you for all the awesome Halloween ideas. During an interview with Esquire, Daniel Craig mentioned that after the upcoming James Bond film Spectre, he's not interested in doing another one at this moment. His words. He also adds, "We'll see." Should have done the quotations on that. We'll see. However, Hugh Jackman, who actually passed on the role in Casino Royale to star in X-Men The Last Stand, has expressed some interest in becoming James Bond this time around. Given that he's already working on his last Wolverine film, I'm okay. Hugh Jackman will certainly have the time to take over a new franchise. He's got the looks, he's got the acting chops, and he certainly has the physique to make one hell of a James Bond. Even if I'd rather have Daniel Craig be James Bond forever and Hugh Jackman be Wolverine forever. But we don't always get what we want, do we? So what do you guys think? Would you like to see Jackman be James Bond in a next movie? Perhaps? Maybe? Leave the thoughts on the comments section. As we all know, Terminator Genisys was not exactly a huge success. In fact, it was the exact opposite. In the domestic box office, it made $89.4 million over about 9 weeks. Given its budget of $155 million, that's not really good at all. It was actually safe to say that the franchise was going to die slowly but surely. And then China happened. In about 8 days of its release in China, the film made $82.8 million more, according to The Hollywood Reporter. And that's almost all it did in its US run. In just 8 days. So I guess you might say the film was actually a success. Which means we'll probably get another sucky movie right after this one in a couple of years. And it's not gonna be from Cameron. It's probably gonna suck. Whatever, James Cameron should be focusing on Avatar 2, which should be arriving any decade now. So, we all know there are a lot of reasons why the new Fantastic Four reboot blowed huge chunk balls, but Stan Lee, the Generalissimo himself, probably gave us the best reason why. In an interview with Larry King, Stan Lee said, "Well, it was probably because I didn't have a cameo in it, and they didn't discuss the story with me." Now, that might seem like a joke and all, but if you're making a reboot of a franchise that failed so miserably, and you have the creator of the characters himself willing to help you out, and you don't really, use that to your advantage, then it's on you. You deserve to have a sucky movie. So I'm sorry. You deserve to F the FF up. So, one of the best things about the X-Men Wolverine Origins movie... I always say that wrong. X-Men Origins Wolverine movie. One of the best things about that movie was definitely Liev Schreiber's take on the character Sabretooth. It was Don't say it wasn't. It's like one of the only two things that were good about it. Like Gambit, Sabretooth, obviously Wolverine. We had three things. Anyway, that's my humble opinion, haters. Deal with it. Apparently, Liev Schreiber is playing coy as to whether he's going to return as Sabretooth for the next Wolverine installment. He does seem to be interested, so what do you guys think? Do you want to see Schreiber come back as Sabretooth in the next Wolverine movie? I think it would be great to have Old Man Logan and Old Man Wolverine... Wait, what? I think it would be great to have Old Man Wolverine and Old Man Sabretooth duke it out and have him go at each other and kick some ass. That's just me. What do you guys think? Earlier this week, Mark Ruffalo revealed to Italy's Bad Taste that the Hulk was actually in the script for the MCU's upcoming Captain America Civil War movie. But then he was later removed. He implied that wherever the Hulk has gone to, it's complicated, and that he doesn't know when he'll be back. I assume he'll be back for Infinity Wars, but I'm actually hoping I could see him before that. So what do you guys think? In which movie would you like to see the Hulk before the Infinity War? Two films. I would actually love to see a Planet Hulk movie, and I know there are a lot of fans out there that want to see that too, even if Kevin Feige keeps saying that they're not going to do that. But they could do something. Maybe the Hulk finds a hulky island where there are hulky people, and he is like a hulky gladiator? Yeah. Sorry, Spanish in my brain, English in my mouth. Oh man, I was so excited about this piece of news. Benicio del Toro will rock Star Wars. This was probably my favorite news of the week. Being that I am Puerto Rican, and that I love Benicio del Toro, not just because he's Puerto Rican, but he's a great actor. He's an Oscar-winning actor who's great at anything he does. And I love Star Wars to death. I mean, who doesn't? I mean, there are people who don't, and that's just wrong. You should love Star Wars. Till death do you part. When Benicio del Toro confirmed this week that he'll be playing the villain in Rian Johnson's episode 8 of the Star Wars franchise, I literally punched the air, Breakfast Club style. Benicio del Toro is such a great actor. You might have seen him last in the MCU's Guardians of the Galaxy as the Collector. He had a very small role, but it was such a great role. He's so crazy, and he just brings gravitas to any character he plays because he's so deep and he's just great. He's a great actor, and I love it that a Puerto Rican was first in Marvel, now he's in Star Wars, and that's just great news for me. And for every Puerto Rican, really. But I'm very proud. I'm the most proud ever. So yeah, I cannot wait for him to be part of my favorite franchise ever. I wish him all the best. Un beso y un abrazo. So tell me, what kind of villain would you like Benicio del Toro to play in the Star Wars universe? A badass Sith? Maybe a sorcerer-type emperor figure? A bounty hunter? A Jedi who went rogue? I don't know, just a monster? An alien monster, maybe? Just let me know what you guys think, what you think would be the best role for him, and I would really like to see what you guys write about that. Another franchise I love is the Hellboy franchise. Ron Perlman continues to hype fans up, talking about the possibility of the third installment in the Hellboy series and his conversations to Guillermo del Toro about the film. If you haven't seen the second film, first of all, what's wrong with you? You'll see it now. And second, spoiler alert. It ended with Liz being pregnant with Hellboy's twins. In an interview with Empire, Perlman discussed that the third film would most likely focus on the twins. One would look like the dad, and the other would look like the mom. So it would be human. One would be corrupt, and the other would be an angel. So, evil, good. And of course, the demon-looking bugger would be the angel. I would watch this film in a heartbeat, and I'm one of those fans that just keeps praying for this film to happen already. So what are you guys waiting for, you know? Pacific Rim 2, Hellboy 3. Let's make it happen, people. Alright, so, this last bit of news was going to be about how there's a rumor that Superman is going to appear in the Shazam movie of the DC Universe. Shazam and Superman against Black Adam? Hells yes! But then I saw another news article, and I think we have to talk about this. atrocious filmmaker Tommy Wiseau. Did I say that correctly? Wiseau? 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 This guy. Apparently he wants to direct the Fantastic Four sequel. I'll leave you guys to take that in. I mean, this is the guy that made The Room. You don't know what The Room is? This is all you have to know.
You're lying. I never hit you. You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
Why are you so hysterical?
So he liked the film, but apparently he also realized that the film was missing something, and he seems to think that the studio should have called him and he could have done it better. And he implied that he would be interested in doing the sequel. Because apparently that sequel is coming against all our wishes. Because studios do that. Still no Hellboy 3. No Dread 2 either. In a made-up poll directed at 100 trillion human beings, we asked them what could make a Fantastic Four sequel worse than the first one. 99.87% of them said Tommy Wiseau. Wiseau? 0.12% said the fact that they're making it. And 0.01% said having Justin Bieber, Professor Umbridge, King Joffrey, and Kanye West replace the original cast. So in this case, listen to the people, guys. We do not want another sucky Fantastic Four sequel. Give the rights back to Marvel, because apparently you can't do anything right. Unless it's X-Men. And Brett Ratner is not involved. Or whoever the hell did. X-Men Origins. X-Men Wolverine Origins. Damn it. So this is it for the first episode of BiMo News. My name is Diego Rodriguez, and you have been BiMo'd. Sorry, this is the first episode. I'm not really sure, how to end these. I'm still working out the kinks. Anyway, leave a comment in the comments section. Share the video, subscribe, and just let us know what you guys think. Don't forget to hit like if you liked the video. If you didn't, don't hit on like, man. Just be cool about it, See you next time, guys.